Hello there. I wanted to share an experience I had the other day and just testify to the goodness of God and His love. So I was in a store the other day, a very common shop you'll find in New Zealand, called Bed Bath and Beyond, which obviously has things for the bedroom, the bathroom, and beyond. My eye was automatically drawn to what I first thought was a pretty ornament. It was a golden bird, and it was about this big and just painted in metallic gold. And being a girl, I like gold, glitzy, shiny things. Not that we all do, but I do. So anyway, I walked over to it, and in my mind I went, ooh, how pretty. And very quickly the word pelican god was said in my head, and I knew that it was a no from the Holy Spirit. I was like, oh wow. And suddenly it was not beautiful anymore. I saw it for what it was. So I've never heard of such a thing, so I quickly Googled pelican god. So here's what I found. I wrote it down. So pelican god, known as Henet, an ancient Egyptian goddess of pelicans, and they attributed various things to her, but the main job that one had and that stood out to me was that she helped guide a safe passage to the underworld after death. What do you think the underworld is? Hell is what we call it. So this pelican goddess would guide people to hell once they had died. Now, no longer a pretty golden bird ornament. I was horrified, and then I suddenly realized why the Holy Spirit said it in such a manner to really get my attention. I wasn't planning on buying it. I just thought it was pretty, but even that was a no. And it tells me a few things. You know, there's so many false idols, false gods, and things that want to assert themselves above God and take a precedent and a place in our home. And these, what we think are unassuming inanimate objects, really are representing something so wicked and can give the rights to demonic activity in your home, whether you know it or not. Because if you go bring a carved image of a god, a golden god too, into your home, it has a legal right. You invited it there and you put it in that place. And we don't put our ornaments on the ground, do we? We put them in high places. And that's, some of you might think this is crazy, but it's the truth. It's how the enemy sneaks in. He's sneaky. He doesn't care, and he wants his false little demon gods to be worshipped. So the other thing it tells me, other than just be careful of what you put in your home, is how grateful I am, and we should all be, for the Holy Spirit. Like, I was never going to go buy that thing. I was just looking. But the fact that I was going to go and admire a demonic god statue, and I'm sure the people in the store did not know that. In no way am I suggesting that Bed Bath and Beyond is demonic and into idol worship. The world doesn't even know half the stuff they do. It's unintentional, and the other half's very intentional. But you know, there's so many unclean spirits that tell us and lead us and guide us. But if you're a Christian and you have a relationship with the Lord, you have the privilege and the honor of having the Holy Spirit lead you and guide you. And I'm so grateful that God loved me enough to say, no, don't even look at that thing. It's a pelican god. And I never could have come up with that in my wildest imagination, that there was a thing called a pelican god. But the ancient Egyptians were just absolutely crazy. They worshipped everything and anything. And you'll notice a massive resurgence of all their gods everywhere. I'm seeing those things everywhere. So be mindful, but most importantly, be grateful and listen to the Holy Spirit. We are so blessed to have the Lord. I keep on thinking of that old song today, restore unto me the joy of my salvation, and take not your Holy Spirit from me. I've probably mucked up the words and stuff. It's a very old hymn, but it's so beautiful, and it makes me almost cry to think, what would it be like without the Holy Spirit? I don't want to even know about that. But please make sure you tune in and listen. We're so privileged. Be blessed. Bye.